I am Alex Robert Holmes, that is my stage name, and I am a Lhasa teacher, and I teach first year acting and intro to comedy. I started acting when I was 10. My dad worked for a law firm publishing company in Minnesota. One of the major things that happens at a law firm is that lawyers get theater minors, so they can learn how to act in front of a jury or in front of a judge and public speak and all that. So it's very common for lawyers to have a theater minor, and because they liked theater, this company created a theater guild within the company where they would do musicals like twice a year. And one year the director was like, does anybody have any kids that want to be street rats running around? And my dad's like, oh, I think I got a couple. I mean, my kids are great. We're from Minnesota. So that was it. Wonderful Town, the musical.
What do you like about acting?
You can become different people. You can really explore your vulnerability. You can dive deep into emotions, and you can really change someone's perspective with your message. It's one of the greatest art forms to convey a story that most people won't hear. Acting can change the world if we let it. I've been training for a long time. I would take acting classes here and there around rural Minnesota and up in the cities in Minnesota. I went and got my bachelor's degree at Southwest Minnesota State University, and I wanted to keep exploring, so I went to UNLV, which is University of Las Vegas, Nevada, and I got my MFA in performance.
And what is it like teaching first years?
The greatest part about it is that they are all very excited to come to Lhasa. Worked very hard on their audition, and they're here, and their energy is very high, and they're willing to work, and it really is my favorite grade to teach. Hopefully, by that time when they're upperclassmen, there is instilled in them a professionalism that they hold themselves with and a decorum. That's the main difference. There's just a maturity level and professionalism that's been developed over the first 2 years. First year acting. Well, we are covering Konstantin Stanislavski, father of acting technique. Along with that, one of his acting partners, Richard Boleslavsky, his book, First 6 Lessons of Acting. We go over that. We go over a couple other methods as well. One that I like a lot, the Michael Rubring Expressive Actor, which it gives you an expressive continuum that you can move from, and gives you 20 kind of different physicalities that you can pick or combine and really work out your physicality and characterization from there. And scene breakdowns, plot structure, all that good stuff. You can have natural talent, but that's not all you need. You need structure. You need discipline. You need to know how to do things different ways. You need to know how to make choices. You need to know how to develop characters. You need to know how to break down a scene the minute you get it. Talking to? What is the relationship with that person? Where are you? What is your objective? What are your conflicts? How do you get your objective? All those questions need to be answered before you dive into your character. I always start class with a warm-up. We are in lesson 2, and it's about emotional memory. They were given an assignment on Tuesday to write down an instance, a memory, a story where they felt 2 feelings simultaneously. Something where you're feeling 2 things at once. Because that's difficult to portray on stage or camera. And if we can revisit those stories, it's kind of the starting point of substitution, really. We can substitute in those stories to the character, and it gives us a more full, embodied, rich character and emotions that the audience can connect to. So that's what we're doing today. They're so malleable. They absorb so much, and it can be overwhelming at times, we get it. But it's at a point where your minds are still developing, and they can just absorb so much more than they can when you're adults. And it's a great time to just funnel it in there and see them put it to practice. They audition to be here, and they want to better themselves. Even the students that find out later that maybe this isn't what I want in life, but they're still committed to the curriculum and the class, because it's not just about being a professional actor at times, it's about being a great human being. My first year teaching here, I was away for a month. Coming back and sharing that experience with the kids and letting them know, like, yeah, this is possible. It's possible now. It can happen at any moment in our lives. At any moment. You gotta hang in there. If you love it, you love it. If you're not having fun,